The RetentionX Goals provides direction and focus for your team so you can align on your strategies and achieve those measurable results, all while following your progress along the way. Whether you're looking to increase revenue, improve those retention rates, or simply increase order volume, setting specific goals inside of RetentionX allows you to track your performance with clarity and purpose. For starters, let's talk about how we can create a goal. You'll first want to navigate over into the navigation bar and select Goals over here. Once you're inside of the Goals page, you'll be able to create a new goal by going over here to the top right corner. Here's where you will define a couple of key points here. We'll start off by looking at the goal period, in which you will select the year that the goal should be completed within. This is always in a yearly format, so just keep that in mind here. You'll then move into selecting a metric. Let's say that in this case, we were wanting to ramp up our acquisition through paid ad efforts, so we want to focus on increasing our new customer share. We'll click on new customers as our metric here for that. We'll then set our target volume here, and we can then either create the goal right away, or we could opt to add a milestone. A milestone is a point in the journey that you should be at to ensure that you are reaching your goal on time. You can select any date for your milestone as well as the target amount as well, and you can create as many milestones as you would like to. Once you're ready to create your goal, you'll click on Add Goal. Once your goal is ready, you'll be able to see at the top of the page. Here we can see exactly where you're at in your progress by taking a look at your progress bar. In this case, we are on track. We can see exactly where we should be expected in terms of the date and how far out we are to milestones and your end goal, as well as the milestone itself, and of course your end goal as well. As you can see, it's really easy to set a clear goal and track the progress along the way by breaking down your goal with those milestones, so that way you can stay on pace and ensure you hit your target on time. If retention is more of your focus, you can easily create goals around lifetime value, and we can base them off of certain points in your customer's life cycle. For example, LTV at the 30-day mark, the 1-year mark, and so on and so forth. Now let's say that your goal is off track for your LTV. A couple of things you can do to boost this up would be focusing on your second order conversions by using those targeted email campaigns. Or we could also just re-engage with your existing customers to build up that loyalty as well. As you can see, either way, creating an LTV goal is really beneficial because it allows your team to align around those initiatives so you can drive that long-term growth in the future. Now, one key player in increasing LTV in general is looking at boosting your AOV. And of course, we can create a goal around that as well. So we can take a look at creating an AOV goal to track that progress and measure the impact of those initiatives as well. To encourage that higher AOV, we can do things like cross-selling top products, we can upsell in the mini cart, or even adjust your free shipping threshold to see if we can increase that basket size as well. Either way, whatever initiative you put in place, it's really easy to track the progress here. And in this case, looks like we're a little bit off track, so perhaps we might want to put some of those initiatives in place here to increase it. Now, we can make things more interesting and impactful by breaking your goal down into smaller time dimensions beyond just looking at annual goals. And we can do that by moving your goals over into your dashboards. How we're doing that is that once you've configured your goal and you add them to your dashboard, RetentionX will automatically break that goal down into the time period selected for that dashboard. As you can see, there's multiple options here for you to choose from, where we can take a look at your goal on a monthly, weekly, quarterly, or even a custom dimension if you wanted to do that. What we do is we actually determine the daily target that needs to be met to reach your annual goal. And then based off of those findings, we can then derive the target goal based off of the cadence you've selected here. To make things super easy, we'll just say that we're looking at this month here. To add a goal to your dashboard, you'll go over here and you'll select Edit Dashboard. You'll then go over to Add Widget, where you can then select Goal. You'll then select the goal you've created previously. In this case, it's the new customer's goal. As you can see, the goal looks different here as it's based off of a different time dimension now, as it was before in an annual goal. This allows you to look at your goals in different ways and make sure that no matter where you're at in your journey, you're able to track the progress and see how far off or how close you are to your target. Now, beyond just tracking your goals, feel free to work with your RetentionX strategist to help you reach those goals at hand by taking a look at your data in the most impactful way possible. I hope this sparks some inspiration on how you can start looking at your data differently and which goals you can start creating as well.